two parts today with Professor Shrijit. Also, we discussed Raja is going to handle one immediate task, hopefully for ICML. I'll also maybe quickly present that. But for HL, what we are doing is we have written a code for extracting the patches, random patches. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
So given a WSA slide, there are different ways of extracting the patches with different spacing, basically zooming. So that code is complete. You can see the some patches there. So basically we need to filter patches from here, because sometimes it will have also black, the borders will not be so perfect. So once that is done, what we are doing is we are extracting the so they have written labeling functions for Reed-Steinberg cell. So I'm taking one patch here, this patch, and you can see here that it has identified some of the. I'm not sure, Shujit, maybe you can confirm if they are close to RSC cells, but it looks like maybe if some of them, if some of the pathologists join, they can give feedback. And this is for Reed-Steinberg cell, and the other one is we are looking at eosinophil extraction. That is not so perfect, but I'll try to run that as well. So basically, we have a couple of labeling functions up and running. So now Atharv and Akshit, if they join, we can start building the pipeline around it. Yeah, so we try to detect based the eosinophil based on that. I don't know. So if I look at what are the properties of eosinophil, bilob nucleus granules inside cell is stained pink by eosin staining. So does it achieve is what currently we are looking at. I'm trying to find. This we have to confirm with doctor, but it looks like it is detecting. Can you see, Shijit? So I think it's this pink color it should detect. For some reason,
it should detect the nucleus, which is bilobed, which will be pink in color. So like it has missed this one, I think.
Oh, they have missed it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this I have to check. I'm still checking that. You mean this one? This?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I think they have done it for one version and it is working, but it is not scaling or replicable. So it is something we have to change. We run for this. Here it is detecting, right?
Yes.
Okay, maybe we need to fine tune some of these functions. I just have to check. I have to talk. The students will join at 2:30. They have classes. This is they are not IIT students. They are outside of. They are SPJM. So these are the updates for now.
What is waiting from the students today?
Sorry, I did not get it. What are they doing? They are writing labeling functions for Reed-Steinberg cells and eosinophil cells.
Yeah, but Shitish pointed out some the missing, right?
Yes, there were certain cells that which were bilobed eosinophils that were not detected.
Yes. So, sir, Reed-Steinberg cell they have completed to some extent, but eosinophil we are still working. we are about to meet at 2:30 now. So we are still a couple of iterations to do that. We are planning to have at least 3 to 4 labeling functions for each. And now Akshit, once he is back, should be able to put it in the pipeline and get it ready. This is for the Hodgkin lymphoma. And Shijit, it's in the same repository. You can also see the path that I just shared with Raja.
Okay. We could also actually give a quick update about Raja.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So Professor Ganesh, hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, Professor Ganesh, yesterday evening around 8:30 or 9 p.m., Venkat and I spoke at length to possibly get a student on board who has image processing skill set for the YOLO data YOLO project that Venkat is doing. And then also extend it to the Hodgkin's lymphoma. So today we had a online discussion with Raja, and he has been onboarded for it with a specific timeline that in the next 2 to 2.5 months, he will be working only on this part, which would also become his R&D project for the DH307. So this happened just today morning.
Oh, great. That's the one I forwarded today.
No. So that one I'm going to meet at 3 o'clock. So I'm going to have an online meeting with him. But this person, actually, a few weeks back, I had put out a call if students are interested in doing short-term projects, which now are being converted into their DH307 projects. So Raja was very interested, and he had also a very specific objective that he wanted a paper out soon. So with his history of image processing skill set, this project looked very like a good fit for him. So Venkat and I spoke to each other and decided to onboard him.
Yeah, only thing is, I think we should not just keep getting more and more people involved without very clear responsibilities. Otherwise, I think you really need to step up to 4th year now, not 2nd or 3rd year. I think our existing dual degree students should take up responsibility, because having authorship divided, right, indiscriminately doesn't help, right? Everyone will take a small pie and no one takes responsibility.
Right. No, but I think he's also a dual degree program student.
Okay. But otherwise, are supposed to be delivering, and you're supposed to own up. Students are own up. So at some point, we'll have to take some ruthless decisions about authorship. There has to be significant contribution and ownership. Do you get it, Atharva?
Yes, sure. So I'll be working regularly from now.
And go around telling people, please join. There can be no follow-up. There has to be absolute discipline.
Yes, sure.
So for Raja, actually, Venkat and I, we have designed a system where we follow up every 1 week with him, and he will also come and sit in the KCDH office to work every day, so that we have he dedicates a particular amount of time every day specifically for this.
Okay, that is good.
Yeah.
That is good. And he'll be doing as part of his dual degree, right? This dual degree in
Yes. Electrical, right, Venkat?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Sorry, I was saying Raja is not part of Hodgkin lymphoma. So he is specifically working on a common data set listo, which I was working. So he will be working alongside, and we have specific goals for that. I already discussed this with you, that we have an ROI selection and part of peer.
Okay, what is one data repository? You mean the part of the decile, med decile?
Yes. Spear for med.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I think.
Hello.
The data.
I lost you
Ganesh,
from-
we are actually missing you. We can't hear you well.
Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Yes, yes, yes. This is better.
I was saying, Kshitij should actually be a part of the data efficient learning for medical domain, right?
Yes.
I just suggesting that to Venkat. Okay, so this is more of a generic data wrapper
Yes.
and not okay. It's like creating data. Fine. So this specific Hodgkin lymphoma, we still have Atharva and Akshit
Akshit.
only, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but Atharva, we really need very time-bound concrete steps on a weekly basis now. So far, I think placements, etc., this was dragging on for too long, and it really the project overall suffered.
Yeah, sure. I'm like totally free right now, so I'll be
So
working.
Athar, we have a
Yeah,
meeting with Dr. Ashish at 4 o'clock. You can also join and let's get all the PET-CT scan details. You can take 2 of the interns from SP Jain for writing the labeling functions, and please set up a pipeline for the PET-CT scan. I think I've also given you the repository, right?
Venkat, do you? I could also join the call. Huh?
Sure, sure. Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll send the
Now
link.
says, yeah. That would be that way. We could do exactly what we have done with Raja, right? Do you think
Yes.
probably that would be a very good way
Yes.
to get dedicated time for the project
Yes, yes.
from students? It would be really nice.
Yes. So Atharv and Akshit are doing their projects as part of their work. So
Okay.
the Akshit is working on pathology and Atharv is working on PET-CT scan.
Okay.
So currently we wanted to have this pipeline with PET-CT scan also, but that could be different than pathology, because of course you know that DICOM has a lot of files. You have to do a landmarking. In today's meeting, Dr. Ashish will explain his process of how he is doing that.
Okay.
So that we'll try to note it down, and Athar should, with the help of the interns, should create the labeling functions and set up the pipeline of the semi-supervised data programming. We have to choose a model, and this will be a more complex thing and very interesting, because like I said, we will be mostly going into the object detection and SUV uptake, because that is the one that PET-CT scan
Right.
will be talking about. So how it fits in, only when we go, we'll understand. So yeah.
Atharva, you're on campus, right?
Yes, I'll be on campus for 1 week, let's say, and then I'll be at home for 1 week.
Okay. Okay.
But I can work from home as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Athar, this is the repository. I'll also send this to you, Ashijit. So
Okay.
here is where Athar, the same process. Athar should work on this PET-CT scan from here. As one submodule as file format.
Yeah.
Are you sharing your screen, because nothing is visible for me?
Oh, I am sharing the screen.
Yeah, I can see.
So just a minute.
Anyways, I'll send it again in the group. No.
Okay,
I'll send it to you in the group again. To you personally. Basically, you have to. So there are 2 things, Athar. I'll send you Spear for Med, which is the Spear framework for medical data set. That's still not in shape. That's why I shared from my account, Ashijit. I wanted to see. Usually, I have 2. Okay, for at least the research projects, I have this IITB research code, where most of the code I put it, but that is in the personal repository. That's okay. We can change it again later. But the idea is the same thing. PET-CT scan and Spear for Med is where we actually make the changes to the Spear framework itself.
Okay.
So I think with Raja, I have given that directly to him, so that because this is a direct impact. Right. But Atharv and Akshit can use it as a submodule for now. And once, if there is a need, we can fork it later. That's a plan.
Yeah, maybe after today's meeting at 4 p.m., we could also define some immediate goals for Atharva and
Yes.
Akshit, right?
Yes.
And take feedback within the next 1 week
Yes.
probably before Atharva goes home, you know. And
Yes.
then another meeting immediately after, again, kind of a deadline, progress deadline on both the days, both the meetings, so that there are short-term goals that are achieved by both of them.
Yes.
Akshit should be joining, or it is he's not
He
there?
should be joining. I'll put it
4.
in the group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, will you be available in KCDH office tomorrow morning sometime? Or?
Me? Are you asking me?
Or Venkat, anyone?
So Venkat is not in the city, right? But
Yes,
tomorrow I'm there early morning, because then afternoon I have a flight. So if you want to meet early morning, like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., it would work.
Okay, sure. I'll be there then.
Okay, so I'll put it as 10 a.m. Okay.
Okay, sure. 10 a.m.
And if both Atharva and Akshit can come, Akshit can also come.
Yes.
Yeah, and I will get you online, Venkat. That way, we decide these deadlines together.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sure.
Perfect. Atharva, will you please communicate with Akshat as well? And I think we'll see him again at 4 p.m. today, so should be fine.
Yes, sure. I'll tell him.
Okay.
Umesh, nobody else will join, I suppose. So can we end the meet?
Yes, sir.
Professor Ganesh, anything more to add? Hello, Professor Ganesh? Can you hear him, Venkat, or?
No, I cannot hear him. I can hear you well.
Okay. Probably he's like held up with something.
Yeah.
Okay. So should be fine, right? Like we can.
Yes, we can end this meeting.
Yeah. So just to summarize, Atharva and Akshit. Atharva is basically working on the PET CT scan side, and Akshit is working on the Reed-Sternberger cells, right?
Pathology side. Yes.
The pathology
Basically,
side. So it is both it is both those and also the microenvironment differences.
Yes. So
If I,
pathology.
yeah.
So there are a couple of things for pathology. I don't know if you have read the.
I read it. That's why. Yeah, I read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So until now they just use it for diagnosis, but we are seeing if we can use it for prognosis, but that comes in a later stage. Currently, we are just starting with the RSC cell and maybe the microenvironment later, because microenvironment will be more challenging. Even doctors don't know how to define that.
Okay.
And
we have some kind of label data for there, because we are trying to do prognosis, right? So we need to know what kind of what of the 2 treatments that have been given to the patient and what has been the outcome. We have that information, right?
Yes. In fact, that is what will be. Umesh has some of that. I will share the directory. Umesh is the one. He's actually is part of IIT Bombay, but he's coordinating. He'll be working from TMH hospital and coordinating all the data sharing activities for us. So he has
Umesh,
shared.
sorry, Umesh is a student, or he's just
working.
confirming it?
No. He's he's working as a project associate.
Okay,
but he has a bioscience background, biotechnology background.
Okay, perfect. So I understand, if I understand correctly, the short-term goal for Venkat, for short-term goal Venkat for Akshit is he develops the pipeline for the RS cells, right?
For spear for pathology. Similar to what Raja is doing, but we are we are decoupling because this needs a lot of time, because RS we don't have data for Hodgkin lymphoma.
We don't have the slides yet.
We have slides, but it's not annotated. So that's it's like experiment and see, and so that's so this is like a completely unsupervised part that we are trying.
Okay,
which is,
understood.
The what Raja is doing is a semi-supervised part of it.
Right,
and
right,
it's
right.
say that's a like solid paperwork that we are doing, but this is like Hodgkin lymphoma. Nobody has done it, and we are doing it for that. This is also we are targeting, but more like Mikai kind of place. So the paper is not yet in the pipeline because we don't know where it is going, right?
Yeah,
It's
no,
new.
I was just asking, not for the paper. What I was asking for is to decide. For example, today is let me see. Today is 7th, right? And suppose we decide to meet them on 14th. Then I would want to know by 14th what they should be doing. Right? For example, Akshit should have done this part for sure and committed a code to GitHub.
Yes.
And Atharva should have done XYZ and committed a code to GitHub. So since I'm on board just from today, I would just like to know what you might have thought more about it, right? Like by 14th of December, because Atharva goes home on 15th, right, Atharva?
Yes, somewhere around 15th. Yes.
Right. So if we are meeting on 14th, by 14th, Akshit should have done something considerable so that it gets committed to the GitHub repository. What I was asking you, because I have been onboarded on this just now. So that's one thing.
Understood. So both of them should set up the pipeline of Spear in their respective repository and have the labeling functions. So interns are writing the labeling functions. For RS, it's already written. So they have to integrate those labeling functions and try it out. For example, for the pathology, it's similar to the counting of. Currently, we are doing the same thing, counting of Reed-Steinberg cell.
Right.
So he has to also set up the Spear with the labeling functions.
Yeah. So basically, the labeling functions that you showed to me yesterday, something like that, but for Reed-Steinberger cells.
Correct.
Right. And another question, and since Akshit is not here, I'm asking Venkat and Atharva, is do they do both of them have that experience of setting that pipeline up, or we have to handhold?
They don't have the experience, but that's why they should start with that. We have been discussing this for almost a month, but they were busy. They should start only then we can intervene and say where they needed help.
Okay, perfect. I understand. So basically, they will have to do something substantial in the next 2 days to come across certain problems so that they can ask you about what to do about it once the problem arises, right? So Atharva,
exactly.
Atharva actually मी पण मराठीच आहे. Okay, so okay, but what I want to say is don't start 5 days from now and then tell on the 6th day that there is a problem, right?
Yeah, sure. I'll start right away.
Yeah. Basically आजपासून किंवा आतापासून पण चालू करू शकतोस तू. Just wanted to ask you, do you have the contact details of the interns who are working on the labeling functions?
No, not as of now.
Not.
Okay, so you are a part of the group, no? The WhatsApp group.
So in that group, you should have all that.
Working. So I don't know exactly working on the labeling functions.
No, so they have been working in the labeling functions. Okay, I think you forgot what was the plan. They are still working on the pathology, but once you set up the pipeline, you can ask 2 of the interns to help you with writing labeling functions for PET-CT scan. But for that, you have to understand what exactly we need to write, right? That's why this meeting with Dr. Ashish.
Okay.
Okay, sure,
And
sure.
okay, but Atharva, very important again is there has to be ownership of responsibility, right? For example, even if you have interns who are going to help you write those labeling functions, it still falls on you, right?
Sure, sure. Yes, yes.
हा सो असं नाही झालं पाहिजे की 4 days नंतर you tell us की the interns have not done and that's why I am lagging behind, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So that should not happen. Okay, I hope I'm clear.
Problem statement clearly अब तक मतलब exactly
Okay,
क्या है?
so that will be cleared out today. But what I would request you is, Venkat, could you share the proposal that you sent to me in the group so that Atharva in the meantime till 4 o'clock reads the proposal in detail?
Sure.
Right. Or I could also do it. Sorry to tell you to that. Okay, so I will put it in the group. Atharva, I would request you to. I'll do it. No worries. Atharva, what I would request you is to read that thing in detail, because you will get like it will mean that whatever Dr. Ashish tells us today at 4 p.m. is not entirely new, right? You will have a background understanding about what problem we are trying to solve. And to give you a more clear picture, I am from medicine background. So if you don't understand anything, you can just ask me from the medicine perspective directly. You don't have to go to Ashish or anybody else. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay, but I would request you that by today 4 p.m. before you meet, it's a 7-8 page document, which will give you an idea about what are the specific targets, so that the meeting with Ashish is not de novo. You have some background about it. Okay.
Okay, sure.
And I will put it in the group, and I will also mention Akshit to read it. So if I can also call him and just tell him.
Actually, Akshit is also busy with his placements yet, so I don't
Okay,
know.
Akshit is busy. Okay. If Akshit is,
will be not available, I guess.
so he might not be there at 4 p.m. call. That's what are you saying?
Might not be. I'll ask him once, but
Okay.
not sure.
Okay. You are there,
Yeah,
right? Venkat, also we have made some progress on the labeling functions for the pathology images, right? As compared to the PET-CT scan.
Yes, exactly. PET-CT scan, we still have to.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
So pathology, at least we have some idea, but PET-CT scan, we still have to work out even the plans, like how we are going to do, what exactly the pipeline is going to be.
Okay.
Like I said, how are we going to landmark? Are we going to landmark? This SUV uptake is the only thing that we're going to do. All this is there.
Right. Understood. No worries. Perfect. So this is actually a good time, Atharva, to just go through that document. And you might have gone. Have you gone over it before or no?
Not yet.
Okay. So I'll send it to you right away. Okay. And by 4 p.m. you will have an idea about what we are trying to do, a broad picture, and then what the input variables have to be, exactly what Venkat said. It will be decided in, it will be explained to us at 4 p.m. meeting, right, Venkat?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, sorry for speaking so long, but I think it's clear now, right?
Athar?
Yes.
Okay.
Umesh, you're there?
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
So once we get the necessary information, your role, as I understand, would be to procure that information and share it on the repository, and make sure that it is complete, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 4 p.m. meeting seems to be very critical. So we will basically get certain targets based on the inputs that we get at 4 p.m.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. See you at
Okay,
4 p.m. then.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.